Right. So we have another trailer here with the Spoiler Kings. This one came out a couple days ago?
Yeah.
4 days ago. We're gonna watch the Oppenheimer. Right? Is that how you pronounce Oppenheimer or Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer.
So that came out
right?
Friday, right?
Yeah, but
it came out with Avatar, like it was with certain screenings, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
like with the IMAX screenings.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just watch it. I think I've only seen it once.
Mm-hmm.
So let's watch it and talk about it.
We imagine a future. And our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it. Theory will take you only so far. I don't know if we can be trusted with such a weapon. But we have no choice. Is anyone ever going to tell the truth about what's happening here?
Shot with IMAX.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right up Christopher Nolan's alley.
Yeah.
The story of J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
Cillian Murphy's gonna be awesome in that role. Like, I'm not sure if anyone's read up on the entire cast for that movie, but it's insanely stacked.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, Jack Quaid, Josh Peck, Florence Pugh's in it. Did I say Josh Hartnett already?
No.
No.
Yeah.
But you have enough money to afford all those people.
Just be Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, be Christopher Nolan. See, I'm making a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. This is right up his alley. I think it's probably one of the movies of his in recent years that I'm more excited for. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. I think it's going to be awesome. And plus, just the the whole story of J. Robert Oppenheimer is really interesting in itself, and I'm really hoping that, really anxious to see Cillian Murphy deliver the "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds" speech. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I wonder if that's how the movie starts or it ends or both, because that's such a powerful.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's probably, I could see it starting that way, and then the movie be a flashback of how we got to this point, and then it finally gets back to the present of where the speech is happening, and then we see what happens from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they start off here, and they go back and they show you how we got here, and then they go up, from there.
I could see that too, especially, Nolan's really really fond of telling his movies. Like his narratives are usually pretty non-linear.
Exactly.
So
Citizen Kane like.
Exactly. Just what it is.
Yeah. You're not lying about this cast. So I don't know if this is like the official, but we got Casey Affleck, which I think I saw him. Ben Affleck is listed on it on IMDb. Gary Oldman as well. So yeah. Rami Malek, I think if you didn't say that.
Rami Malek, I remember reading about him.
Yeah. There's people.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, so there's certain directors that once it's out that they're making something, especially something like this where it's an interesting story, based on real life events. Obviously, I don't know how true they're going to stay to some of the books and stuff like that were written about it, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I don't know. And it's gonna look gorgeous. If anything, it's gonna look gorgeous. Shot on IMAX, and you're gonna have some of those explosions, which we were seeing all the flames and fire and stuff. Some of the explosions alone are gonna be super cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
It's definitely a summer blockbuster, but it's just, to me, when you're doing something that's so controversial and talking about that, sometimes it hurts the story a little bit, and people don't necessarily go flock to it. Even though it's an unbelievable story, unbelievable movie, it's just surrounded by so much negativity.
Yeah.
You need to understand the movie, understand the story.
I think that's probably going to be one of the draws, especially with Christopher Nolan at the helm, because, he's such a popular and acclaimed filmmaker, and he really makes blockbusters kind of like for the thinking man. Which I think is cool, even though some of the stuff that he's made hasn't necessarily like stuck with me as much as others. I really do respect the fact that he definitely kind of goes that extra mile in that regard. So I'm really
that's interesting. Corgi.
I think his style, in terms of his writing, I'm going to see Barbie first.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Barbie first that weekend, and then I'll see Oppenheimer later. I think the last Nolan movie that really did anything for me, even though I appreciated some of the ones after, was probably Inception.
I think that's my favorite.
Yeah. So I think his career has really been kind of leading to this.
I do like his movies.
It's too realistic, I feel like, sometimes.
I like his movies. I think sometimes the dialogue can tend to be a little tedious and kind of up its own ass and kind of pretentious at times. But I think it'll fit for a story like this, probably the most.
But like, I didn't like Dunkirk. Dunkirk was good. It was a good movie. I just didn't want to go see it. I didn't want to relive it, and that's why I'm worried that this would be the same type of thing. You don't want to relive it.
Yeah, a lot of his movies don't have like a whole lot of rewatch value. I think the ones that probably have the most rewatch value for me are, obviously The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Inception. I can rewatch those over and over and over. I like you said,
my favorite movies ever made ever.
Like you said, I didn't want
Interstellar is a great movie. Mm-hmm. How many times are most people going to watch it? I watch it all the time.
I watch it all the time.
But how many people are going to want to watch that 15 times? Because it's like, what the hell?
See me, I probably rewatched I probably rewatched Interstellar once, and then after that I was good. Like you said, I watched Dunkirk just the one time. I watched Tenet just the one time. And
I only watched Tenet one time too.
Yeah, and
I love that movie.
Yeah, were you able to hear what people were saying in it, Tank?
No. You had to adjust your settings. That was the most annoying thing. I think when we had Zach Tex on it, he made fun of it as well. But that's definitely an issue. I know Horgy said Dunkirk was a nice theater experience, but never watched it again.
But that's what it is,
But that's a lot of these Marvel hater directors make great movies
that no
that
one
are
wants to ever
great,
watch.
and then you see it on screen and you're like, and I'm done. I mean,
And never again.
I think Nolan has a few more, like it's like Dark Knight all the time.
Mhm.
And for me,
Hey.
Interstellar a lot.
Interstellar, Inception, The Prestige.
The Prestige.
I love The
Prestige.
Prestige.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
I
God.
definitely love The Prestige. Yep. Meant to mention
But
that
like I said,
one.
a lot of people are not gonna watch Interstellar, Inception, Tenet, The Prestige. Like that, they're not gonna
Who needs
watch
to see
that a lot.
Dunkirk? Why do you need to see Dunkirk again?
I was one and
Transcendence.
done. Well, I wasn't even one. I didn't
like-
Well,
watch
he
it.
didn't do Transcendence. I know that was his
No.
cinematographer Wally Pfister who directed.
Yeah, he was like a
that.
producer or something like that.
Yeah.
Who
Or
did
studio.
Memento?
Nolan did Memento. That was one of his very early ones.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I was like, what the hell?
Hmm.
But once again, I've watched it maybe once, maybe twice, and I didn't watch it ever again.
It was a good
Yeah.
one. I liked that. I liked Insomnia was a pretty good one.
Insomnia.
Yeah. But
Um,
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying
But
to
yeah,
consider-
I think this is a great fit for him.
it's gonna look great on the screen. Yeah, early Nolan versus later Nolan.
It's a greater than
Greater than yeah, I don't know. How
think-
early?
I could kind of see where you're coming from in that regard. I think
Yeah.
because I mean, like you said, I think Dark Knight was great. The Prestige is unbelievable. Interstellar is unbelievable. Inception's unbelievable. Memento's pretty good, and then Tenet is not was a good movie, but you didn't understand what the hell's going on because you can't hear anything.
yeah, the ambition of that movie was one thing, the execution was another.
Yeah,
I love Tenet. But it was definitely better at home
because you can
where I
slow
can
it down.
jack up the freaking volume.
Mhm.
But I understood it. I didn't, like, people were like, it's hard to explain that movie. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going backwards in time as you're going forward in time, and you can pick and choose what side you're on. And people are like, huh? I was like, yeah, don't bother. Don't bother. So
people still don't understand what happened in Inception.
yeah. Well, I think he kind of did that.
Or understand Interstellar. No, I think Inception makes perfect sense to me.
It does.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the understanding the plot of Inception.
Yeah. But we'll see. Dunkirk. Well, how did Dunkirk do in theaters? How was the box office on that one?
I'm sure it
'Cause
made
I think-
great money at the first couple of weeks, and then probably died after that.
527 mil. So
Hey, Wakanda Forever is almost at 800 million.
yeah, I mean, but the first week of Avatar was almost 500
mil yeah.
worldwide. So, but it's gonna be more of I can see more being Dunkirk.
Yes, Dunkirk with
because
people that love war movies will love this.
With dads, yeah, yeah. Old guys definitely love Dunkirk. I think this one you might get a lot more sciencey people because obvious for Oppenheimer, but
yeah.
But
I don't know.
I
I love science movies, but I don't necessarily want to see
them
taken advantage of. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I think of everything that Nolan's done up until this point in his career, I think this is probably the best fit for him. I think pretty much a lot of things that we've seen in his previous movies, whether or not we've kind of liked them, or whether or not they've kind of they've kind of sat well with us, I think this is going to be a great fit for him. I think, yeah, I think this suits him more than almost pretty much anything that he's done previously.
I don't know. I thought Dunkirk suited him more.
Dunkirk definitely suited him.
But I just didn't want to see it again. I was good. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like I said, when it comes to his movies and rewatch value, it's very hit or miss.
Like
sometimes
at least half and half at the very best.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't be one to hear dialogue that's that up its own ass sometimes. But yeah, he's a great filmmaker, and he's a very ambitious filmmaker, and I think that this is something I'll definitely see.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I want to check it out. But You know, I can get what you're saying, Brian, like why people might want to skip it. You know, like it's a messed up thing that we did not that long ago, and do you really want to, you know, hear about that story? You know, yeah. So
one thing's for absolute: Barbie's getting watched first that weekend.
Yeah, like Jorge said, we watching Barbie instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to Barbie. Might take my time, you know, probably walk to Oppenheimer a couple days later, but it's something I'm still very interested in seeing.
It depends on how long it is.
Oh, you know, this is easily going to be a 3-hour.
Exactly. I don't know if I want to see a 3-hour Oppenheimer. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So you take a 3-hour Barbie, but not 3-hour Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah. Greta Gerwig could make as long a Barbie movie as she wants to.
I have no problem walking out on Barbie. I'm like, okay. But Oppenheimer, you got to finish the story. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully it's around 2.5 hours, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Nolan loves his long run times. You know.
He's like, you thought it was over? Yeah. It's never over. That's what he
yeah, we're going to ending number 2. Yeah. But cool, man. But yeah, that's our thoughts on Oppenheimer. I always pronounce that shit wrong. Oppenheimer. Let us know what you guys thought. If you're watching our replay, leave a comment. Let us know if you're excited about it. If you're not, you know, if you're gonna skip it, if you're gonna be like Horror Geek and go check out Barbie instead. Leave a comment, let us know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when we post some new videos and when we go live.